Hello you, welcome back. My name's Shiki, and you join us today for a return to the first series we put up on my channel over like 12 years ago, which is a scary thought to think about. This is Mega Man 2, one of my childhood games actually. I had this on the original NES when I was very, very young, and I could never beat it back in the day. I can beat it now, obviously. Well, I say that, I'm probably not going to be able to beat it in this episode because I'm terrible at video games. But it is one of the most iconic, classic, and famous video games of all time.
You were good at this the first time around.
True, I was. Joe is here.
With our standards back then.
Yeah. Joe's here as well. He's joining me here on the sofa today, and I'm just enjoying the password music. Because it's one of, even though it's really short, like 15-second loop, it's just great. And we're just going to dive right in. Playing it on normal difficulty because I want to actually be able to beat the game. I have beaten it on difficult, I do know how to do it. The difficult version we have is just the Japanese but regular version of the game.
Of course it is.
But it is, because there is no normal or difficult mode in Japanese, it's just, yeah, it just is that. But we're just going to breeze straight through, see how we do. It's been a while since I've played this. I've played it once or twice on the Switch Online, now that that's on there. But I wanted to revisit Mega Man 2 because I want to play other Mega Man games at some point. I had Mega Man 2, 3 and 4, so I'll maybe go through those at some point. My girlfriend's quite good at 5, although I never had that one.
And you don't really like X?
Not really. It's okay. It's fine, but eh. I'd like to do the Battle Network games at some point. I had one of those. That was quite fun. I can't remember which one I had.
Is that more of an RPG?
Yeah, it is. I was about to say the Mega Man Battle Network games, because I quite enjoyed those. I played the first one, I know for sure. There we go.
Nice.
Yeah. Now this is the jump you have to do, otherwise you just straight up die.
Yeah. That's a lot of jumps.
To be fair, Mega Man, yeah, it is.
Like Castlevania before it.
Oh god, yeah, that one was...
Castlevania was before Mega Man, isn't it?
No, I think Mega Man predates it. The original, at least.
Are they both 90s?
Late 80s. Mega Man 2 is... Castlevania is 1987, I think, or 89, one of the two.
Oh, when did Mega Man 2?
Yeah.
Mega Man... Oh yeah, 1988 in Japan.
Yeah. The original is a couple of years before.
And then...
What's a Metal Man already?
Nice.
Here we are. He looks like a doctor with a stethoscope. Like the ornithologist mirror or whatever it's called on the top of his head. There's a TF2 hat which the medic has, which looks very similar.
Yeah, Castlevania predates it by about 2 years.
Oh, okay.
It's 86.
Oh, okay. Well, I said 87, to be fair. There we go.
Yeah. Not by much, though.
No. There we are.
I do like the background.
Yeah, it's much easier to see on this version than the one we had before, because we were playing it on the Wii, which makes everything look dark as shit.
Yeah.
Well, that's Metal Man done, so off to Bubble Man we go, who has one of the nicest theme tunes in the game, but the background, if you look at it for too long, will make you go cross-eyed.
Yeah.
It is, yeah. So, don't look at it too long, kids. Right, off we pop.
This is one of the reasons why it's so difficult, because you can't look at the screen.
Well, playing this on a CRT monitor when I was younger was a field trip, shall we say.
Does it make it any better to be in HD, or does it make it worse?
It makes it worse.
Okay.
Makes it much, much worse.
So maybe it was saving your eyes to be in standard definition.
Metal Blade is the most overpowered weapon in the game, it really is.
And which is why you get it first.
Yeah. Also, because it's super strong against so many of the bosses, so...
What would you do if they, like, remade the game and, like, balanced out all of the stuff?
I think there is a remake which balances stuff out, you know.
Like an official one?
I can't remember off the top of my head. I want to say yes, but I could be wrong.
Because there are some, like,
weird
there's
fan versions, yeah.
Like the, where you have to shoot the bombs. And, you only have a certain amount.
I hate that stage so fucking much.
And if you don't get it, then you just have to die and hope that you can get them again.
There is a way you can cheese it by constantly pausing the game like this to make the pellets miss you. But that level is not fun, no. Not by any.
But I mean, in terms of like intended gameplay, you know.
Yeah.
Like not the Yellow Devil method.
No. Although the Yellow Devil only has a set pattern, so if you just know what that is, you can avoid it every time.
But like that was the way that people
cheesed it back in the day. Yeah.
And also, if you get a turbo controller, then you know, and it has like a slow motion feature, it'll just keep interrupting the game by pausing it and unpausing it.
I never had a turbo controller. I don't know if you ever had one.
I'm always good at button mashing anyway.
Yeah, you should see you in Mario Party. You're very good at button mashing.
I'm not the best, but I am definitely.
Damo's pretty good at it.
Yeah.
What a wanking he does.
It's probably not. It's probably not a very useful skill.
No, I used to be good at it, but then I hit like my 20s and I just can't do it anymore.
It'll be like, you know, sort of retiring from video games.
Yeah, because you've got like RSI in your wrist.
Yeah. Although by that point you might just be able to like play it with your mind or little Mr. Krabs.
That's what you said last time we played.
I know. It's just because he has that like. I can't remember which was the sort of time where he has those circular eyes.
Yeah, that background is just, it's semi-hypnotic. I'm going to stop looking at it.
I took the boots where he has those.
Oh, yeah.
I took the boots.
They're here, like, under the floorboards.
They go circular.
Yeah, don't you hear it?
Oh, this looks like just a straight-up swimming pool.
Bringing
me back to work.
In the instruction manual for the Japanese version of the game, it says Bubble Man underneath his like description is like, doesn't he look really cute when he's swimming around, or something like that? Which is also in the the official artwork for the like boss descriptions in the Mega Collection, because it gets translated across. Which also gives the name for like some of the enemies and stuff.
I'm pretty sure they're all supposed to look cutesy in some way, and then for some reason, when it came over here, it was like, oh yeah, let's just make the most strange-looking covers to ever grace the Nintendo Entertainment System.
Now, the one I had for Mega Man 2, he's got the one who's got the bowling pin arm for the cover, which, to be fair, doesn't look as bad as the American one.
Yeah, and at least it's not Mega Man 1, he's holding a gun, like...
Yeah.
Having, like, you know, sort of a bad time.
Attempting this without item 2 is going to be interesting.
Because he's always looked cutesy in Japan.
Yeah, and he's got siblings over there.
Yeah, and he's also not even called Mega Man.
No, he's called Rockman.
And then his sister's called Roll.
And then they've got a dog called Rush.
Yeah. Which I didn't get until later. I didn't know about the band Rush.
Yeah. And they have a sibling, I think he's called...
There's Bass, isn't
Yeah, there's Bass, and then there's Beat as well.
Yeah.
They've all got weird names. Which, I don't know why they're all music related.
I feel like Japan has, like, quite a fascination with, like, music, or at least Western music. Because, like, JoJo has a similar thing.
Yeah, a lot of the things in JoJo are named after bands, aren't they?
Yeah.
Which is interesting.
Well, he just has an interest in... like Western music.
There we are. Down we pop.
Which I suppose if it's good music, it's a good music, you know?
Tits.
Well, you know more songs than I do. Or at least you have better taste in music than I do.
You could say that. Mind you, I'm quite happy. I'm literally quite content to listen to the same, like, 4 bands and on repeat and nothing else.
I know pop songs because I lived with two sisters and my mum. So...
Let's see if I can do this first try. And you got the one that comes up there. There's there's that fucker. There's another one later on.
I thought that, like, glitched out for a second.
No, there's a slight delay, which is really annoying.
Nope.
Tits.
When worlds collide. Ooh.
There's another one later on as well. There it is. Having to concentrate, because there is literally just, it's timing.
Yeah. It doesn't look that difficult, but...
It is.
Yeah.
I nearly fell off then. There's another one at the end. There we go.
Because you have to be very precise.
Yeah, you do. And if you get it even slightly wrong, you'll just fall through the gap. I hate that bit. I really do. But that's the difficult bit done, so let's just get rid of this Sniper Joe.
I feel like we're doing a speedrun and I'm like explaining the things on the couch.
Nah, it's alright. Bubble. Oh,
I didn't say there was anything wrong with it.
Well,
It's just how it sort of vibes.
we are 12 minutes in, and we're up to the third guy, so we're doing about 4 minutes a stage right now, roughly. Give or take.
Boxman.
Although I know we will slow down when it comes to the Wily stages.
Yeah.
Yep.
Is he supposed to be a lighter or something?
Yeah. There he is, and he's dead.
And he's dead.
Yeah, he's got like a heat-proof armoured box or whatever. I can't remember what it is he's designed to do. Because these are all Wily creations.
Yeah.
Because in the first game, the 6...
The OG William Afton.
Yeah, technically, yeah, I suppose he is. Because in the first game, these 6 Robot Masters were...
Ooh.
They were designed by Dr. Light, and Dr. Wily stole them and just turned them into different things. Yeah, and in this game, and every game onwards actually, they're all designed by Dr. Wily.
What was in the first one? It was just they were stolen.
They were stolen and he reprogrammed them. Because there was Cut Man, who was designed for like woodwork and stuff in the forest, and you had Electric Man, who was designed for power plants, and you had Bomb Man, who was what's he called? Guts Man, who were designed for construction work.
So are these just like bullshit excuses for like, this is, you know, something that might be helpful, but actually it's for killing?
Kind of, yeah. Like, what use Flashman would have for time-stopping powers other than to be a pervert, I don't know.
Like, does everything have to be a robot?
Yes. Everything is a robot. Including me.
Although Wily's not evil, because he at least only uses robots and not, like, putting living things in robots.
Like Dr. Robotnik. Yeah, Dr. Robotnik
so he's
is... Dr. Robotnik is just insane.
Yeah.
Like, the original idea it comes back to Sonic, it's me, are you fucking surprised? But
they're both blue.
like, I thought, like, Dr. Robotnik was, like, the only human on Mobius, which is why he went mad originally, but I don't know if there's a specific reason given for it.
It depends on the continuity, doesn't it?
I guess so. Like, in the TV show and stuff, he's just very power hungry, and he isn't necessarily mad, he's just evil.
Yeah.
Like in Sat-AM. Which is a good version of a portrayal of a universe where Robotnik won, unlike Sonic Forces.
Yeah.
Almost was a Sat-AM game as well. It never got released. The only game that they appear in now is... Oh, an extra life, I'll take that. The only game they appear in now is Sonic Spinball.
Yeah. Isn't there a fan work sort of thing where they're trying to, like, revive...
Yes,
Sat-AM?
yes, there is. The trailer for it is fucking incredible.
Is that going anywhere? Or...
I don't know.
It feels like a while ago.
The trailer came out like a couple of years ago, but it looks amazing. As someone who's a massive fan who grew up watching the TV show.
Hopefully they can still make it.
Maybe. I mean, I don't think...
Because Sega's a bit more lenient.
Yeah, provided it isn't for profit, etc., Sega usually are okay with it.
Yeah.
Unlike other video game companies who can name that begin with an N and rhyme with Schmintendo. Yeah.
I don't know how Capcom are with things.
I'm not sure off the top of me head.
But I feel like they might be kind of protective, right? Because they've got a lot of properties.
Aside from Mega Man...
They've got Resident Evil.
Resident Evil, Street Fighter?
Yeah.
No. Yeah, Street
They've
Fighter.
got lots of fighting games.
Well, what's the other one?
There are obscure ones, but they do have quite a few.
Because,
I'll just look
Final Fight was one of theirs, wasn't it? Because that was going to be a Street Fighter knockoff kind of side game, but it wasn't. It became its own series, because that's the side-scrolly one.
I've no idea.
And they did a lot of arcade games. We played the X-Men arcade game of theirs when we went to the arcade club the other week, which was really fun, playing as Cyclops and Wolverine, except there was no sound, so we couldn't hear the X-Men, welcome to die!
Yeah.
It just wasn't in there for whatever reason.
And it had a weird split screen kind of thing, so one of them was blurry.
Yeah, well, one of them was a CRT telly.
Yeah. Well, the other one was as well, but it was not mirrored, but
yeah,
projected.
Yeah, so it didn't look as crunchy. I'm trying to remember who we do next.
Capcom franchises.
We do Airman.
Well, you usually have like a...
There is an order you can do it in, but there are variations you can take, but I'm just picking ones that don't work, I guess. I'm trying to remember I can't remember if Airman is weak to the Leaf Shield or not. I think he is, but I normally just used a Mega Buster on him.
Okay, if you want a list of
Oh, that was good, thank you.
a bunch of things that Capcom own.
Yeah, go on.
Resident Evil,
Yep.
Street Fighter,
Yep.
Mega Man,
Yep.
Monster Hunter,
Oh, that Monster Hunter is one of theirs.
Ghosts and Goblins, Dead Rising, Dino Crisis, Devil May Cry,
Oh, Devil May Cry is one of theirs.
Final Fight, Ace Attorney.
Didn't know Ace Attorney was one of theirs. I've played Ace Attorney.
So yeah, there's quite a lot of different...
We should do an Ace Attorney thing for Mystery Mondays
Yeah.
at some point. That would be fun.
Bionic Commando.
Oh, I've not heard that name in a long time. Oops, a daisy. Dino Crisis is just Resident Evil with dinosaurs. We should do that at some point. That would be fun.
What's that?
Dino Crisis.
Ah, okay.
Just Resident Evil with dinosaurs. We should do that at some point.
Yeah.
Yep.
It has a few JoJo's Bizarre Adventure games, apparently.
Oh, really? Like from the 90s version?
I didn't know they did Maximo. Is that the one that started on PS2? It might not have started on PS2.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure off the top of my head. I couldn't tell you, I'm sorry.
But, like, those are some pretty big series.
Yeah, there's a lot there.
And a very varied, like, bunch.
Hmm.
Because you don't think, oh yeah, Mega Man and Resident Evil.
No, that's very true. There we are. It's the only way to take them out, because it's wide enough to hit them.
Yeah. It's just cheap that, like, putting all the clouds in the way.
I know, I always thought there was going to be like a hidden, like, hole in the ground there, but there never was.
I wouldn't put it past them.
No, I wouldn't
So
either.
I can see your thought process.
Because there definitely is one on later stages.
Is there?
Yep. On the Wily Stage 2, there's like hidden holes in the floor.
Ah, so I was right then.
Yep. Now, this is where the windy bastards show up. There we are.
Like Baymax or something.
I've never seen that film.
Yeah, apparently in Japan it's just called Baymax.
What, Big Hero 6?
Yeah.
Yeah. Doing these little birdie things is really good, actually, because you can sometimes they have like a 50% chance of
Dropping good stuff.
dropping. I pushed a button then.
Shit.
You can get lives out of them.
Yeah.
Well, good thing I picked up that one earlier.
Are they like breaking through? Like their hands are like grabbing onto the sides on those platforms?
What?
Those like platforms back there, like there's like a face and it looks like the like hands are grabbing from the sides.
Oh, I don't know if they're meant to be holding them together or... I'm not sure. I think Airman is weak to the leaf blades. I think that's right. But if not, I can just Mega Buster it.
It's like Pokemon.
Yeah. Oh, shit.
What we were talking about wind.
Ah, yeah, there we
now
go.
with-
There we are.
on the
You can just
wind
stand there. Because he does
Yeah.
50% of his health. That's done.
I remember being like so excited for Mega Man being in Smash Bros. And then like he's not a very good character.
Is he not?
Not really, no. I mean, it's alright, but it's not as like big of a. I feel like they did the Belmonts better.
I love playing as Simon and Richter. I'm actually pretty decent as them as well.
As much as people think they're spammy, they are at least very accurate.
Yeah. As someone who's a big Castlevania fan.
Yeah. The fact that we got both of them as well.
It's a shame there's no Alucard. To be honest, what I would have liked to have seen, instead of Richter Belmont, I would have liked to have seen Trevor, and then also seen Cypher and playing as Grant and Alucard, because then you could have had the Castlevania trio.
Well, like, if they needed to have, like, an Echo Fighter, then it makes the most sense.
We got our extra life back.
Do you need the lives? If
Well, no, I lost one earlier needlessly, so now we're back to the ones the amount we started with.
Fair enough.
And I might need them later on in the Wily stages. It depends if that camera boss is going to be a pain in the fucking ass.
I don't remember it transitioning from, like, blue to black that fast.
The stars will come out in a bit.
That sounds nice.
We need to go a little bit higher, though.
Ooh. Oh, God.
Yep.
And down you go.
Yeah, this one's a pain of the arse. Because of all the birds.
It's like you're climbing a spine.
Ugh. I don't like that. I do like the theme tune for this stage, though. It's very jazzy. Ow.
I feel like a lot of tunes in like 8-bit games when you're in space are really good.
Yeah. Name another one aside from DuckTales.
Well, like Mario,
Which is also a Capcom game, actually.
Mario Land 2 has like a good one as well.
Mario Lands 2.
Yeah, on the Game Boy.
Oh, I don't know. You go to space in that.
Yeah, there's a space one, and it's got a nice little tune to it. Yeah.
I didn't know you went to space.
It's one of those, you know, those auto-scroller things where there's like spikes everywhere. Like
Yeah.
and you just gotta like weave in and out of them. It's one of those kind of levels.
See. Here we are. He will die in 2 hits from this. Maybe 3, but I think it's 2.
Well, you better get on it.
Yeah, I got it.
Okay.
2 hits. Because it deals like 75% of his health, so...
Yeah.
Like Woodman, with the leaf shield, it takes him out in 2 hits. Metal Man, you can take out in 1 hit with his own weapon.
Yeah.
Which is ridiculous.
It's amazing how much, like, over the time, like, NES games, like, got refined to a point where it's like, how did they even manage it on, you know, this, like, hardware?
I can't remember what Flashman is weak to. Could you maybe look that up, just because I'm curious? I know I can just Mega Buster it, but I'm curious what his weakness actually is. I think it might be the Metal Blade. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. Half the game's bosses are weak to the Metal Blades, but...
Metal Blade.
Yeah, there's I should have known. I remember seeing this, like, level for the first time when I was, like, 7 or 8 years old, and it blew my fucking mind.
Yeah. Well, like, that's why I was saying that, like, some of these things, like, when you see, like, you know, the first Mario and it, like, looks so primitive, and then you see all this stuff. And it's just like, how is this the same system?
I know, it's incredible.
Because, like, it's only changing, like, slight shades of colour, but it just looks so shiny.
Alright, then we get past with Sniper Joe down the hole. There we are, thank you. Yeah, it really does. Like, it looks like it's glossy and shiny, and it just looks incredibly good.
I guess the way that it also, like, shimmers along everything.
The glow up in HD that we're playing it on makes it look even better, of course, but... Yeah!
I think that's because, like, the sharper the contrast is on, like, a shine on something, it just looks...
I'm not gonna go for
more impressive.
Alright, come on. Need to get this guy to come along.
Get him to come along.
There we are. He'll disappear off the edge, we don't have to worry about him anymore, and we can jump up here.
Oh yeah, this has, like, icy physics as
yes,
well.
I did just say that.
Yeah.
Okay. In we go. Slide away. This boss room always looked very generic. It doesn't have an interesting background at all.
I mean, what do you put in the background of...
I don't know, it's just got like green bricks, it's not very interesting.
But I'm just wondering, like, what else they could really put in the background, because they can't put any more flashing stuff because you just get lost in, like...
Yeah, I guess so.
battle.
I won't necessarily make it anything flashy, but...
I guess maybe clocks or something, since he, like, stops time.
Time, be still.
Although maybe that's too generic.
Of JoJo and Castlevania, one of the bosses in Dawn of Sorrow does make a reference to it.
Yeah.
Because he's...
Well, they both have vampires.
Oh yeah, but also he stops time, and as he does it, he does like the Zelvarad or whatever, and he throws knives at you and stuff.
Yeah.
Well. He's got like the claw hand things. He's called the Zephyr, I believe, is the boss at the top of the clock tower in Dawn of Sorrow. But he does say, what is it? Zawaruado? How do you say it?
Zawarudo. Yeah, it's just the world.
Yeah, he says that, and time stops, then he'll throw knives and stuff at you.
Yeah.
Which is, I believe, is a JoJo reference. But Castlevania did it before it was a meme.
Like, JoJo was, like, the first issues came out in the 80s.
Yeah, I know it did.
So it's quite surprising how, like, recent the actual adaptation was.
Well, I'm pretty sure there was an adaptation in the 90s.
There were some OVAs, but I think one of them's missing and one of them's about the entire Stardust Crusaders all in one OVA, which I don't know how they managed.
Oh, that must be hours long.
I don't think it was, but like they somehow condensed everything.
Oh, shit. That'd be quick.
I thought you had the time stopper.
I do, but I'm saving it for when I need it properly later on.
Okay. Whoa, what the...
It's a bit of a glitch. It goes dark on this screen. It's meant to do that, don't worry. Your internet didn't just shit itself. People watching at home.
Oh yeah, because like...
Yeah.
This has those weird... Get dark.
Yeah, it's meant to do that, don't worry. I'm going to need the flashy man power. Flashy man power. I'm going to need it for the next bit.
I guess possible epilepsy warning.
No, it's
not.
not.
Too late though.
It doesn't strobe fast enough. I need it for this bit. Yeah, tits. You need it for that. Right, that's why I'm glad I picked up that extra life just now. I am actually playing this on a proper NES controller too.
Yeah.
It feels like, because I will admit, we're playing on the I'm playing on the NES Mini. The controller feels smaller than a regular one, but I know it's not. It's just my hands are bigger.
I think it's because you know it's a Mini.
Maybe, but also, you know, my hands are bigger as opposed to when I was playing this when I was a child.
Yeah.
Because, you know, 8-year-old me has got slightly smaller hands than me now, who's nearly 30.
Yeah, it still somehow feels like less of a children's thing than the Switch does. Because, like, how small those buttons are. I
really hate the size of the Joy-Cons. I really do. I'm not a fan. Oh, fuck. Right, tits. Okay, this is going to make
Are you able to get through that without?
You can, but it's very, 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 very hard. I should have picked up the...
What?
It's fine. It's fine. I picked up one of these by accident when I had nothing.
Alright, okay.
And I don't think they respawn. Oh, they do.
Nice.
Right. We may be some time. Right, let's try this again. I hate this stage. I hate this stage. That's why I left it until the end, because this is the worst level. Yep. Shit. Okay, that was close.
Can you not undo it?
Nope. Once it's on, it's on.
Wait, where did that one go?
I ate it before.
It doesn't come back?
Nope. Not until you, like, die completely. It doesn't come back.
Ooh. Oh my god.
Ugh. One more.
Oh!
Okay, we're through.
Nice.
Now there's a Sniper Joe, which is just waiting for you.
It's me.
Quickman is weak to the time stop flash stopper, but it's all been eaten, so I can't use it. So...
But you can throw metal shit.
I'm pretty sure you can hit him with a metal blade, but I can't remember if you can or not. No, he's immune to it. You have to Mega Buster it. I do remember... I sort of remember his pattern, but...
Ooh. All close. Good thing you got those E-tanks.
Yeah. In the Japanese version of the game, every single hit you take him just takes off one line of his health bar.
Ah.
In the
But is that also in the difficult mode on this? Yeah.
Because it is just the Japanese version of the game. It just takes off one line at a time.
I see.
With the Mega Buster.
Get equipped.
With Quick Boomerang. Well, we need this to fight the dragon in the next stage anyway.
Quick Boomer.
Ah, that noise. My ears! My ears!
I come to make an announcement. Look at those eyebrows.
Mega Man's a bitch-ass motherfucker. He pissed on my fucking robot.
It is a pretty cool castle art.
He took his mechanical little shitty dick out and he pissed on my fucking robot.